friends, in the series of learning C++ programming, in this session I am going to explain one example of multiple inheritance. See, what is multiple inheritance? If we are creating any derived class by using more than one base classes, then that is nothing but a multiple inheritance. The structure is like this. Let there is a class A and class B. Okay, and from these two classes I am creating only one derived class, let C. Here these A and B two classes act as a base for C. This type of structure is nothing but a multiple inheritance. Now how to do this? See, we have seen inheritance syntax, means how to create derived class using base class. For that we have to use syntax like this. Let there is one class base. The name is base, suppose, and here there are some data members and member functions, and I just want to inherit this class, means I want to create one derived class using this class as a base. Here I am giving name to the class as a derived. We use colon, and then here we write visibility mode. Let I am writing here public, suppose, and here we have to write base class name. Here in this case the class name is again base. Getting, in this way we can inherit a class, means how to create base and derived class. This is just a syntax. Now in case of multiple inheritance, which syntax we have to follow, that I am going to explain first. To achieve this, what should be written here? Let us see. We have to write like this: class A. We will first create class A. Everything whatever data members and member functions we will write here, then give semicolon, then create class B, again write data members and member functions, and here how we will do class C. This is the derived class, and I just want to create this derived class by using these two classes as a base classes. Then we have to write here like public, let A, comma, again we have to write this visibility mode, and we have to write the next class name, the second class name. Here in this way we can write any number of class names with visibility mode. Always we have to write the visibility mode, whether it may be same or different, anything. Okay, now we can say that here class C is derived from A and B. Now whatever features of A and B will automatically come inside C. Now we will see one example to get better idea about this multiple inheritance. Okay, let us see. Here we are going to create one class, that is number one class, and there we are going to declare simple one integer as a data member, and get and display method for that integer we are going to write. Okay, simple. First we have to write here hash include iostring. Then using a namespace std, here we have to create the first class, that is let class I am giving name number one. Let this class is having one data member, that is one integer variable. Just declare it simple int a, suppose. And now inside public section I am just writing get a method. See, return type will be void because I am not going to return anything. I am just setting value of a here. Then here we can write get a or set a, anything. Okay, let's set a. Here I am passing one integer, let p, and here whatever passed p, that I am going to assign to this a. That's it. This is only one member function inside this class. I am going to display this in a derived class. Okay. Now see, this a I am declaring as a protected. Why? Because if it is private, then I cannot access this a inside derived class. If it is protected, then only I can access this a in derived class. Getting, I just want to display value of a in derived class. That's why I have declared this a as a protected here. Now next class I am going to declare here, let number 2 class. Simple. Here I am going to declare class number 2. Here the second number will be the data member of this class. Let again protected I am declaring, and here integer b, suppose. And in public section we have to write now member function to set value of b. Return type will be void, name will be set b, and here we have to pass one integer, let q b equals to q. That's it. Getting, now close the class, give semicolon. Now from number 1 and number 2 I am going to create a derived class. Let class number. Here see I am writing colon and I just want to create this class. It will be the derived class of number 1 and number 2. Now here first we have to write public number 1 and comma public number 2. Means whatever features of number 1 and number 2 will automatically come inside this number class. Now number class will have A, B as these two data members inside protected section, and inside public section it will have set A and set B, and some extra member functions also we can write here inside this number class. I am going to write C inside public section. I am just going to write one member function to display the value of A and B, and again I am going to display addition of A and B. Okay, now see, function name is display. There is no need to return anything from this function because its purpose is only to display the values and display the addition. That's why return type will be void. Now just display everything like Cout. First number you can write, A you can write, anything you can write. Here C I am writing A, then Cout B colon B, and just display the addition. Addition equal to A plus B. That's it. This is only the function. Getting? Now see what we have done. We have declared one number 1 class and it is having one integer data member and one member function set A to set value of that one integer. Second integer I have declared inside number 2 class. It is the data member of this class, and one member function set B. Now I just want to create a class. There I am going to display these two integers and we will display the addition of these two integers. And see here I just created this number class by using these two classes as a base classes. That's why we have to write like public number 1 comma public number 2. This public is nothing but a visibility mode. Means how this number 1 or number 2 are visible inside this derived class. Now whenever this visibility mode is public, then whatever protected members of that class will be here inside protected section. Whatever public members of these classes are inside this public section. Means just think like here there is a protected section and there are two variables like int A and int B. And inside public section there are three member functions set A, set B as well as display. In this way this class will get formed. And private section, this and this both classes are not having any private section. This class also will not have private section. No any members are private. But see, suppose there is any private member here, then that will not be here in this class. Always keep in mind. Private members are not inheritable. If this is public, then only protected become protected, public become public. Getting? That's it. Now we can create object of this number class and then we can call all the methods one by one. Simple. Inside main we have to create one object of first this number class. How? Void main suppose. And here we will create one object of number class. Number let obj. Now we will call all the methods one by one. Obj dot set A, and here let I am passing 5 value. See, set A method, it is taking one integer as an argument that I have passed here. Next obj dot set B, let 7, and now we have to call this display member function. Then everything will get displayed. Again addition will get displayed. Simple obj dot display. That's it. Now this is nothing but a multiple inheritance. Means from more than one classes we are creating one derived class. This is very much easy example. Just keep in mind this one. Now ambiguity may occur in case of multiple inheritance and in single inheritance also. That part I am going to explain in the next session. Till that, take care. Bye bye. Thank you.